This level, wow, this place was a lot harder than I remembered it being, honestly, and it wasn't even until the second half of the stage. It's really ridiculous just how hard this place was. I give this place a 5 out of 10, and honestly, it's really not until the second half of the level. In the first half of the level, you have some flying gargoyles, and you have an up-scrolling room with some spear knights that can spawn right on top of you. But all it is just learning how the gargoyles work and also memorizing where all the spear knights are going to spawn. The second half of the level, it's very unpredictable. After the Axe Knight, you immediately have that up-scrolling room with the bone pillars, and it's honestly random when the bone pillars are going to shoot their fireballs out. Sometimes you can use the sprite limit to your advantage, but only just, as I say a lot. Immediately after that, you have ravens, who, of course, have their random flight patterns, and I did have to slow down considerably for that, but it paid off, and I did get through without taking any damage, and I usually try to clear those things as quickly as I can, and I know one level where they're basically going to be the bane of my existence, but we'll save that for another story. After that, you have Frankenstein's monster, and I made that fight look pretty easy. But I mean, it's not that bad, but you just need to make sure that he doesn't catch you off guard. Sometimes the boulders can fall in such a way that where I crouched, it isn't going to be a safe spot. It's not a safe spot 100% of the time. I'd say it's a good 60% of the time safe spot. But usually what you want to do in that situation to play it safe is jump to the left side of the screen, because boulders will never appear over there. He can also throw boulders at you, he just didn't have a chance to do it here. In a later level, he's actually going to get more health, and he will get an opportunity to throw the boulder right at me, and you never want him to turn around, because it'll make the boulder almost impossible to dodge if he tosses it at you. So if it was only the second half of the level I had to put up with, I'd probably give this place an 8. But it's only the second half of the level that's an issue. The first half is pretty easy. So I give it a 5 out of 10. Looks like a middle-in-the-road score, but certainly not a middle-in-the-road stage, given how difficult the second half is. And up next, we are continuing on this path, and we're going to the causeway for quite an interesting effect in the level. Stay tuned.